With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. He coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
2 Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Henry up the middle, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Murray going to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darnell Dockett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. No score after one on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Tucker's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Murray with a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darnell Dockett. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Tucker's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll roll him out right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On the counter, it's Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes steps away. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Derrick Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Mahomes will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Back now in Pittsburgh. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll run with Henry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Murray with a nice move. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyler Murray scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes to throw it. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Mahomes. To Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go play action. Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Dillon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 28 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down. Mahomes now on first down.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first down carry for Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way.
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
From 19 yards away.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Dillon up the middle.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Smith catches left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derrick Henry, 51 yards.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Rolling to his right. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. They'll roll him out right. To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll drop to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Henry up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Henry out of the pistol. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mahomes forced out to his left. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Cunningham. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. In motion goes the tight end. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Check down here for Henry. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again to Henry. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 16, Mahomes. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Finding space at the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The Cunningham's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd down at 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, Cunningham. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 24.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Cunningham. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. to about the 40-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Jackson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. This is Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. They'd have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rolling to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Young off the play fake. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now here's Young. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Steve Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 58 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And it's good to make it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Darnell Dockett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Young. Caught, Kelce, left side. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. T.J. Watt coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Young, open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. They come up short here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes flushed out right. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Mahomes now on first down. He completes it to Henry. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's Young off play action. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion, Hill. On first and 10, Young. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mahomes. Smith catches left side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. This is Lynch on the draw.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Devontae Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Steve Young. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. After the sack on first down, Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. There. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They keep it with Henry on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Running from the gun with Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Henry up the middle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mahomes to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. 2 teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Looking to pass first play is Prescott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Accepted. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 49.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Prescott now. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. And again, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And they'll accept that penalty. Here's Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Let's let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
DeVonta Smith.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away.
And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
DeVonta Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Tucker with the extra point, and this is now a one-point game. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Steps away. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Henry, touchdown, Pittsburgh. CeeDee that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Up the middle they go. It's done. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rolling to his right. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Donald Parham punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Derrick Henry, 73 yards.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Again to Henry. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, Tua.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. He'll hit Jackson complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
We're scoreless after one.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes and going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And the reception made by Green.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Tua now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Smith catches left side. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on...
And a nice spin into some open field. The 40. The 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A 1st down carry for Henry. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Derrick Henry. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Running from the gun with Henry. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Henry up the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Tua. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tua to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll send Edelman in motion left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And some space here.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now receiver in motion left. They hand this one to Gronk. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Bolden goes in motion left. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. On the move past the 40. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nahshon Wright.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. In motion left here, Edelman.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open, Julian Edelman. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, done. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On second down now. It's done. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Now that's a 3rd down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets them into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short. Now what do you do on 4th down?
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. They begin with Henry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He dumps it off for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. That's done. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll send Hilton in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson caught left side by Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.